The Lyon eSport tournament is coming to an end soon. We only have 3 more matches left to be played. That's the winner bracket final, that's the consolation final, that's the grand final. One of the players who has played both tournaments here is the French player Papou from GamersOrigin. Papou, we are at the Lyon eSport. Your main goal here was obviously the Trackmania rally. You ended up placing 4th there in the grand final. Take us through what you experienced, or what feelings are left with now? It's 2 days after the grand against Eirik.
Yeah, hello there already. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like really disappointed of the final result after all the group stages, all the the 2 months that has passed playing the group stages and then finishing 4th. It's like, yeah, hard to digest. You maybe saw it, but on the main stage when they interviewed me after the match, I was like, really felt I was falling to my emotions, and then in the backstages I was like, yeah, this was heartbreaking. I was like really disappointed of myself. I knew I could do better on every matches actually, because I am not proud of the way I played in the semis or in the winner bracket final. I was like, I do not deserve the grand final when I watched how I played, because I played really bad. And just after the match, I was like blaming it on the map pack for the grand final, because though these were not my good maps, but I cannot take this as an excuse, because I had a good map pack as well. I had a good map pack actually for the previous matches, and I played bad, so yeah, not an excuse. And they just played better. I was maybe not in my best weekend actually, so yeah, disappointed, but I mean, not fully disappointed. I mean, of course, I'm still proud to have reached the grand final actually, to finish 1st in the group stages. This was a really good accomplishment, and I think I'll need to move forward to, for example, the Zero Cup. I really need to improve more and more, just train, and it will pay off soon, I hope.
You said maybe also not your best day. Is that the thing that you think was the reason why you placed 4th there? Let's say it was a better day, your preparation was good enough. Do you think that you could have battled it, or is it something else that maybe just preparation wasn't good enough, or?
Nah, I just think that I just played bad. I mean, the preparation was good. The fact that this is a bad day or not, nah, that's not an excuse to. I don't want to find me excuses, you know. This is just, I played bad. I knew I could do it, of course. Maybe on certain maps, but you know, as they banned my three best map actually, for a good reason, because I played good on bright side against Kappa. I mean, I caught him up in the semis. In the winner bracket final, I caught up the spam in Just Kidding, so Carl banned it, and then yeah, Starcase was a tough ban, because I didn't know that Scrappy would have actually banned it. I mean, we talked a little bit before the match. He was like, yeah, I don't know what to ban. I told him, yeah, ban this, you know, typical man game. And then I saw Starcase, I was like, oh my god. And then was my back. And then we finished on decent. This was my worst map by far since the group stages, and yeah, I couldn't do anything to catch up Scrappy and Kappa and even Coach Junior.
It was clear to see you were emotional after going backstage. Is this the most emotional and maybe heartbroken you've been after a Trackmania tournament?
Yeah, I've never been that emotional after Trackmania, that's for sure, because that feels like a big loss, you know. I mean, in the big tournaments like TMGL Beta Season or Z30, you know, I finished like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, but actually the last Z30 in Duo, it was all like, I mean, I wasn't the favorite, you know, one of the favorites. I was, yeah, enjoying it with Carp, but yeah, this year as I won the group stage, I mean, a lot of people expected me to do well. I did well, sure, but you know, I also had the crowd in the stage. It was amazing actually. I didn't know if I was the crowd favorite or something because I was the last French in the competition at this time, and yeah. I was disappointed of myself, and also I was disappointed to have disappointed the GamersOrigin. You know, all the people who supported me. Yeah, feels bad, but I need to move forward, and we also see actually everything that I made wouldn't be. It wouldn't be able to. I would have not be able to do everything I done since now, so I need to thank him for everything.
You speak about the crowd. I think this is the first time I see Carl Jr. on stage, and he is not a crowd favorite.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
strange.
Papou chance all the way. Did you feel it when you were on stage?
Yeah. I mean, I heard sometimes like I heard all you know the stage shaking, the crowd like crying, and I believe this is when I entered the finalist mode.
Yeah.
In the winner bracket final, I heard like Papou, Papou, and then and yeah, it was so much motivating, and that's why I caught up at this match, and yeah, it's amazing, and yeah, the first time that Carl is not first first, he's not the crowd favorite. Yeah, I hope he's the same at Bercy because it will be played actually in my hometown, so. I hope I will be also the home crowd favorite as G2, for example, is at Bercy.
You speak about Carl Jr. here, he won it again.
Yeah.
What can you say about Carl Jr. and what he's accomplished so far?
Man, at one time, I thought I could beat him, but yeah, he was on another level this weekend. I mean, the times that he drove on certain maps were really good, and yeah, it's much more than an amazing player, you know. I mean, you know, there are plenty of good players on TM, plenty of aliens, you know, but he's like, yeah, he's the man to beat, really. And yeah, I knew I could challenge him on certain maps. Actually, I could beat him on certain maps, but those were bad. But yeah, whatever, is definitely, as you said, the player of the decade.
Yeah.
Maybe the player of the year, I don't know, it depends on the team awards, but yeah, and I think also he will win the following LES tournament. Yeah, we'll maybe ask a question about that, but yeah, I think he will win.
Yeah, talking about the LES tournament, the Lyon eSport tournament here. You played it yourself, how did it go for you?
So you need to know guys that I really focused on training TMGL, of course, because it was the world championship thingy, you know, and so I didn't train a lot for Lyon, so I wasn't expecting much from me. I was like, yeah, I would just enjoy in the fun after TMGL, you know, just laughing, etc. That's why I did. But then I played Carl Jr. again in like quarterfinals, final brackets, or something like that. And it wasn't like, let's say that, a no match, you know. Yeah. We were logging so hard. You could see the video. You could check the VOD. This was amazing. and we were I was actually keeping the pace of Carl. I was like even with him. And at this time I realized that yeah, maybe I could reach the grand final. So then I did the same with Bren. I mean, I almost beat him. I was like maybe 20 points ahead of him, and Cocho as well, which were the biggest favorites. Then I went through. I was like, okay, I can do it. And then I think we had a break maybe. I don't remember. And then we had to play on stage against Spam and with that Link and Carl Jr. again. And yeah, it didn't went pretty well. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's the placement, you know. I was at the same place as what it was, Friday. Maybe it reminded me some bad feelings, and yeah, I didn't perform well. I mean, we were learning with Coach Junior and Spam. Actually, Link was really focused. He was really going for it, and I gotta respect that. He was really good. And yeah, so I dropped out in the loser bracket, and then we had like 3 hours break. And as we didn't sleep a lot, I mean, Coach was the same, but as we didn't sleep a lot and slept a lot in the last night, in the previous night, I was like, you know, breakdown at 4 p.m. and yeah, I was just CBL playing anymore, you know, and then I played horribly. I just remember that last round against Lecce where I was like 0-5 ahead and he called up because I was like, yeah, one turn remaining. I was like, yeah, safe. I released too much. He attacked me. He went through, deserved. Coco as well. Deserved, I mean, I played, but it was a good map pack for me as well. I played shit. Nothing to say, I mean, just the feeling that actually I had a hope of maybe winning the thing and then just double defeat in a row, and that felt bad. But yeah, in general, I really enjoyed it. It's always fun to meet the other guy, to meet new people actually, to meet you also, to meet YouTube, etc. Yeah, that's always a good thing, and yeah.
Final question for me. We have 3 matches left to be played. This interview is recorded before the winner bracket final here.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to take it between the 6 players?
So who else should play? Carl Junior, Brent, Spam, Dutchy, Coco, and Maddox. So the winner bracket final or the grand final?
Yeah,
the overall. That's a tough question. As I said before, just a few minutes ago, Carl Junior, but on Trackmania you never know. It depends also on the momentum, on the form of the actual players, actual form. So Carl Junior, Brent. I mean, definitely players who prepare the most are the most valuable player to win it. Like I don't know, maybe Brent, Dutchy, Maddox train the most, right? And Carl Junior, Spam, and Coco, maybe less. So that's a bit tough, man. We should also take into consideration that the map pack is a really big factor. Like there are a few dirt maps actually, which is pretty original, and it could depend on that. But I doubt it because Carl Junior is also a good dirt player, and I think it will be really tough to challenge him of certain maps that I could or coach or could do. But now with that we are out, but we never know. I think Carl Junior will win. Bren also has a chance, and I don't know about Spam because he's trainless. I don't know. I hope he will win the grand final as well, but it's really tough. It's a really tough question. What about you? What do you think?
Well, I think Carl Junior is going to win. I think before even the tournament started, now it's just looking better and better.
Yeah.
So let's see if our prediction is wrong. People are probably going to watch this after the final is over, but yeah,
you know,
maybe we look smart. Maybe.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for doing this interview.
Thank you.
Next time it's going to be it's a while since a French champion has won a solo tournament, so well, step up.
I have I don't know. I doubt it that a French player could win it one day if Carl Junior keeps playing, unless I or someone else improve a lot and win it.
The new game.
Yeah, also too. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
We will see. It's too much happening in Trackmania at the moment, but the next thing on the agenda is the Lyon eSport winner bracket final, and then consolation final and grand final. You'll see Papou at Games Assembly.
Yeah, sure. With the tech tournament.
The tech tournament. Yeah, there we go. And hopefully in Mercy in 2020. That's it for now. Bye bye.
See ya.